Welcome to Pathway to Purpose. Today, we're exploring a timeless quote from Franklin D. Roosevelt: "Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the assessment that something else is more important than fear." FDR was one of the greatest leaders of the 20th century. He didn't just lead the United States through the Great Depression and World War II, he did it while battling personal struggles that most of us could only imagine. His story is a testament to what courage truly means. Let's dive into FDR's remarkable life and learn how we can use his wisdom to face our own fears and rise above them. Franklin D. Roosevelt's life wasn't easy. In 1921, at the age of 39, Roosevelt was diagnosed with polio. It left him paralyzed from the waist down. Most people, after such a diagnosis, would give up on their ambitions. But not FDR. Instead of letting polio define him, he redefined what it meant to lead. He taught himself to stand, even though he would never walk again without assistance. More importantly, he learned how to lead from a wheelchair without anyone seeing his limitations. It wasn't that FDR was fearless, it was that he found something more important than fear: his duty to serve his country. His resilience and determination were unparalleled. While many leaders might have crumbled under the weight of the Great Depression, Roosevelt's bold New Deal gave hope to millions of Americans. During the Great Depression, fear was everywhere. The economy was in shambles, people were losing their homes, jobs, and savings, and it felt like there was no way out. But Roosevelt knew that fear alone could paralyze a nation. His famous words from his inaugural speech, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself," became a rallying cry for an entire generation. But Roosevelt didn't just tell the nation to overcome fear, he demonstrated it. He assessed that the well-being of the country was more important than his fear of failure. And with that courage, he introduced the New Deal, a series of programs aimed at revitalizing the economy. It wasn't an easy path, and many doubted him. But FDR's courage helped the nation take the first steps toward recovery. So, how do we take FDR's wisdom and use it in our own lives? Here are a few simple ways. Number 1, acknowledge fear, but don't let it stop you. Fear is natural. We all feel it, whether we're starting a new job, taking a risk, or facing a personal challenge. But just like FDR, we need to assess what's more important. Ask yourself, is my goal bigger than my fear? Focus on the outcome, not the fear. Number 2, take action, even if you're scared. FDR didn't wait for the fear to go away before acting. He took action because he knew that standing still would do more harm than moving forward. In your life, even if you're unsure or scared, take that first step. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear, it means acting despite it. Number 3, lead with purpose, not fear. FDR led a nation through one of the most difficult periods in history by focusing on the greater purpose of unity, recovery, and strength. In your own life, let purpose guide you. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development, align yourself with a mission bigger than your fear. FDR's courage didn't stop with the Great Depression. When World War II broke out, Roosevelt once again led the country through a time of immense fear and uncertainty. Even though he was nearing the end of his life, and his health was deteriorating, he continued to inspire hope and courage in the face of overwhelming odds. His leadership during the war and the way he never let fear take control continues to inspire people today. FDR's story reminds us that life is full of challenges, but fear doesn't have to be the final word. What matters is how we choose to move forward despite it. So, what's the lesson we can take from FDR? It's simple. Courage isn't about never being afraid. It's about deciding that something is more important than that fear. Whether you're facing a personal challenge, a career decision, or a fear of the unknown, ask yourself, what's more important? Thank you for joining us on Pathway to Purpose. If FDR's story inspired you today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories and life lessons. Remember, the key to overcoming fear is knowing that courage comes from purpose, not the absence of fear. I'll see you in the next video.